Okay, I'm going to talk. This is another awards and honors video. I got my Letterman's jacket on from Shorewood High School, graduating class of 2010. And Shorewood Thunderbirds. Yeah, mascot. And then my name is Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. Tanis. And then this is the S for Shorewood. Our colors were blue, green, and white. And each of these bars here on the S stands for a letter award. And the sport is the female swimmer. So I did girls swimming, swim and dive was the team, but I did swimming. So girls swimming, and then first year letter, second year letter, third year letter, fourth year letter. So this is going to be about my first year letter award, which was 2006. So it was for the school year 2006 to 2007. Ours was an autumn season, so autumn 2006 season. I still have the paper certificate for the letter award, and this is my portfolio for a project every graduating senior. So everybody who graduated from Shorewood High School, at least when I was there, had to do a project called the culminating exhibition, which was kind of a year-long thing and capstone kind of our lives so far. It was a graduation requirement. And let's see, I decided to put my culminating exhibition portfolio, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, January 2010. And in here, I did like a math project that I got featured as like how to do a math problem and stuff. And so it was kind of choose stuff that you're proud of or meant something to you. And so here is my first year letter award. This is I actually made a copy. I did have to number everything that went in here. I was like, I'm not going to write on the original. So this is what the letter award certificate looked like for swimming. And a letter award, so I don't know if it works differently in different places, but this is specific for me. Shorewood High School, 2006 to 2010. It worked the same every year I was there. And so I lettered 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. And it was a combination of one had to attend so many practices. So couldn't be some, elite swimmer off dreaming about the Olympic Games and not showing up, right? Just getting that check mark on the box of being a team participant. That was kind of designed for the top and the people who were struggling with swimming as well. They kind of could mimic each other a bit, although the bottom tended to be more committed than the top in that sense. Like as in the top of people who want to go on and do more than just high school swimming and swimming kind of thing. And so there have to be a good person in the sense of showing up to practice and doing like not abusing practice time. Okay. And then, so that was one of them. And the other one was one had to swim a certain number of varsity meets or events in varsity competition. And so I was both junior varsity and varsity. So my first year, this 2006 year, was like the team had breadth and depth and breaststroke. And so I really had to focus on like getting faster and like getting I'm the slowest of the varsity breaststroke spot kind of thing, so that I could get enough meets to letter. So like as a junior varsity swimmer, the problem was a little bit different than perhaps a varsity only swimmer. Not all varsity only swimmers, but if a varsity only swimmer had drill team or cheerleading or they swam for a club outside the high school, they might miss practices. So for them, the problem was getting the number of practices for the school team. And then for me, it was getting the number of meets in varsity because of the breadth and depth of the breaststroke swimmers on our team. And I got better at like distance freestyle later on, but I was breaststroke was like, I only swam varsity in breaststroke my first year. And it was like, must get on varsity varsity squad, but I'm like varsity and junior varsity, so it was more like it wasn't so much a focus on varsity squad, so much it was I just want my varsity spot so I can letter. And thing about this award that's different than the rest of the awards is it was my grandpa Roger died 2006 that year, and towards the end of the year, and he came to one of our meets and he told me, it was in Mount Vernon, I believe, and he told me he wanted me to letter. And so it was kind of a dying man's wish for me to letter, and I did. So I did it for me, but I also did it for him. And it did help having that as a request from him. It was like, and I'm not just doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my family. Because my grandpa Roger, was a swimmer and a lifeguard, and I was a lifeguard. So lifeguard first, swimmer second, but gotta be able to swim to be a lifeguard, that kind of thing. So it was kind of a carrying on a family legacy of sorts for me. So it was a little bit different because he was dead the next 3. But yeah, it was a different one in terms of like the motive behind it and the motivation. So yeah, so it's a little bit about my first year letter award in girls swimming, Shorewood High School, 2006.